So in this video, I'm going to be releasing some smooth recording and render settings for Minecraft. I'm going to be going through my OBS settings and my Sony Vegas 17 settings. On the screen right now, you guys are seeing some clips. So if you want those results, make sure to stay tuned and let's hop into it. Okay, so we have OBS open right here. Now I have like this little stats bar at the top. And basically to enable it, all you want to do hit view and then stats bar. This will basically just tell you if you're dropping frames, your bitrate, all that technical stuff. So you're going to want to open settings at the bottom right, and then we're going to go to output. Now these are my streaming settings right here. I'm starting to stream more frequently. My bitrate though is at 12,500. I have keyframe interval set at 0. We got my preset at max quality. Profiles at high, and then I unchecked look ahead and cycle visual tuning, GPU at 0, and then max B frames at 2. I know you guys probably didn't come to the video just for this, but I still want to go over it just in case. But we're going to navigate to our recording tab. So these are probably the most important settings. Right off the bat, you want to change the rate control to CQP. Now, I had mine at CBR before, and some of you guys may also have it at CBR, but I just suggest you change it to CQP. The higher the CQ level, the lower the quality apparently. So I just have mine at 18. Some people go to 19. Some people go down to 12. To be honest, 18 is like the sweet spot for me. I might test out like 13, 14. We got keyframe interval set at 0. Then I got max performance. Some people might have it at max quality. I think max performance is much better, and I don't really see a big difference at all. We got profile at high. I unchecked these two, and then we have GPU at 0 and max B frames at 0. I also have a replay buffer. I figured this feature out pretty recently. It's literally like a clipping software, but in OBS. So you guys might want to check that out. But we're going to navigate to the video tab right over here. So right away we got base canvas resolution. You want to set this to your monitor resolution. Mine is 1920 by 1080. Most of yours will probably also be 1920 by 1080. Same with the output, you want to make it the exact same thing. For my downscale filter, I have mine at bilinear. And then we got the FPS right here. So I actually can't edit it right now because I'm recording. But basically, this might be set to common FPS value or something along those lines. You want to change it to fractional FPS value. Now, the reason you want this is because you can actually customize the FPS you want. You don't have to go with the default 60 or 30. But it also depends on your computer. So I have a RTX 2070. So I put mine at 300. Perfectly fine. Anything higher, I just don't think there's a big difference. Maybe like if you go to 2000 or 1000, but that's literally like pushing your computer to its limits. I'm not trying to kill my computer, so I have mine at 300. Now some of you guys might experience lag, and that's just because your computer isn't capable of having that high of an FPS, which is perfectly fine. But the trick for this is you want to go in intervals of 60. So you can either do 60, 120, 180, 240, all of that stuff. You want to go in intervals of 60. Trust me, it will look better on YouTube. And then this is my advanced tab right over here. Kind of the basic. I have my process priority at below normal. I have my color range at partial, and then color space is 709. So that's basically it for the OBS settings. You want to hit apply at the bottom right and then click OK just to save everything. Now I'm going to move on to Vegas and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so we have Sony Vegas 17 open right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag a clip in. So right when you drag a clip in, you'll see this pop up. Always hit yes to this because Vegas will recognize the FPS you're recording in and then match it to its settings. Right after that, we're going to go to the project video properties at the top. You're going to want to click that, and then here we go. We got a ton of settings. So I actually keep my width and height at 1920 by 1080. The reason I keep it at this is because I actually don't upscale in FFmpeg. If you guys don't know what that is, it basically just helps you upscale your video to 4K, which will then look better on YouTube. I'm probably going to start doing that. For now, I have mine at 1920 by 1080, and then over the frame rate, I have mine at 300. Now, if you guys don't have it and it's not setting to the FPS you're recording it, all you want to do, you want to close out of that, maximize your project tab over here, go to project media, right click the video, and then all you want to click is match project video settings. This will now set to the FPS that you record in. Full resolution rendering quality, you want to set that to best. That will make the motion blur look really crisp. Then we got the resample mode, smart resample. That is the motion blur right there. And then we got blend fields right above. So we're going to close out of that. We're going to go to file and then render as. So I actually have a preset already saved. But what you guys want to do, you want to hit the Magix AVC/AAC MP4, and then you can just customize any of these. We're going to edit the settings anyways, so just hit customize template after you select one. Now right over here, we got a ton more settings. Width and height, I have mine at 2560 by 1440, just because I want my video on YouTube to upscale if you're on a computer to 1440p. It makes it much smoother than 1080, but since I'm not actually upscaling with FFmpeg, it doesn't really make a big difference, so I might start doing that, and I might have a separate tutorial for that. But yeah, you want to have your profile set to high, frame rate at 60. Some people like to render in 30. I actually haven't tested it out yet, and I think I'm going to do that, but for now 60 is working perfectly fine for me. You want to uncheck allow source to adjust frame rate. We got field order at none, pixel aspect ratio at 1.0, number of reference frames 2, and then we got the bit rate over here. So you want to select variable bit rate. Just set it to the max. I have mine at 240 million for both of them, for my maximum and average. So yeah, it should be the last option when you click the drop down. The encode mode should be set to NV encoder. The preset should be also at high quality. And then the RC mode, set that to VBR. After that, we're going to go to the audio tab. I have my sample rate at 44,100. And then my bitrate at 384,000. It's been working perfectly fine for me. The audio is pretty clean, so I just keep it at that. And then we got the system. This should just be set to default. There isn't really much to change. But then the project. You want to make sure that the video rendering quality is set to best. This will give you the maximum quality on your video, so make sure it's set to best. Now, one thing I do want to mention before you render the video is for people that want to add color correction. So what you want to do, you want to go to your video effects and then search for LUT filter. I'll be leaving the preset download in the description down below. Basically, all it does is make your video look a little bit brighter, and it corrects all the colors. So if you want to do that, all you want to do, apply it to your clip, then click browse, double click on the file, and then you should be good. But yeah, those are my render settings. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to slap a like. Let me know in the comments below if these render settings are good for you, if you changed anything and it helped you, because I also want to try and improve my own render settings. I think mine are decent right now, but I think I can go a little bit better. I hope you guys enjoyed though, and we'll catch you guys in the next one though. Peace out.
Graduated from a simp, turned into a big boss. Now she see me getting rich, cause I'm about to take off. Yeah, my life is like a movie, this is only take one. Hey, and I ain't got no time for no one with fake love.